So, how'd a package show up today? 2 days late, courtesy Purelator Courier. Purelator, they're like the Canadian UPS, except... Anyway, yeah, how'd a package show up today? I think it's from Revv Amplification. I think it's the new generator Mark III. Yeah, it's probably the greatest amp ever and sounds like this. I guess we should unbox it. All right, I gotta admit, I'm more than just a little excited to try this out. I've been talking to Revv off and on about this thing for pretty much all of 2020, so the fact that it's finally here after all this waiting, I gotta say, is a little, pretty exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Okay, step one, get the box open without slicing any fingers off. That's always the trick. And of course, it's double boxed. Oh shit, they really made this fun, didn't they? Hold on. Trying to do this without cutting myself. This is supposed to be the easy part of the video. That was close. I get myself? No, I got myself. Son of a bitch, I did get myself. I really didn't want to do that. It's really difficult to get the interior box out, and yes, I thought I was cutting away from myself, and yeah, I got myself. A little bloody. Hopefully I can get the bleeding stopped here and not have to go get stitches or anything. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I got a pretty bloody thumb here. I gotta have to stop recording here and go get this patched up. Give me a minute. All right, so it took a couple minutes to get the bleeding stopped there. So this unbox is going a little bit longer than I initially anticipated, but hey, you know, suffer for the all that stuff. So, got the box over here. First things first, we've got a foot switch, very lightweight foot switch as well. Now I've got a foot switch for the original Generator 120, and it was considerably heavier than this. So, wow, really lightweight. What do we got here? So we got FX and M, okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 different modes, and it looks like it's taking a MIDI cable. Looks like cool. All right. Now, full disclosure here. I don't get to keep this amp. I am merely doing a review and then I'm sending it off to be reviewed elsewhere. So no money is changing hands for this video. I'm just doing it because I think the people at Revv are awesome dudes and I want to see them sell a few amps because I think they're fucking amazing. They've been really good to me over the years and I don't mind returning the favor every once in a while. And here it is. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's looking nice. Wow, has this amp ever changed the design over the years? You know, look at this. This is quite elegant looking. It's a long day from the first generation generator and it's Comic Sans font. Look at that. That's pretty. Here's one thing I like right off the bat. The top handle folds flat, so that's great. So you can stack amps on top of each other. It's always a big plus. One thing I can't stand are amps with the giant handles that don't fold flat and you can't do that. I hate that more than anything. So it looks like we've got, you know, 4 channels, master, what the, headphone out, really? And like I said, we got a Bluetooth, looks like we've got an impulse response loader as well, built right in. And to check the back out here, we've got effects loop, cab lighting, foot switch, MIDI through, MIDI in, internal load box. Oh. That means we're gonna be able to record this amp silently without hooking anything else up. How freaking awesome is that? USB connection, ground lift, okay. Torpedo output left and right. This is in stereo, no less. Holy crap, guys, looks like you threw the entire kitchen sink in with it. Wow. Can't wait to try it out. Tell you what, let's throw it up on the desk, plug it in, and see what it does. All right, so we've made it over to the desk. Again, I already shot this last night and then realized, oh wow, I hate the colors. I'm breaking in a new Blackmagic Pocket 4K cinema camera and yeah, just still trying to get the hang of it. And I got the new switcher as well. So we've got some new angles here. We've got angle of the amp and angle of the guitar. And I'm using the air step to control the cameras as I'm playing. So I'll take you through this real quick. Looks a lot like the other Revvs, except it's minus a jack. Now we've only got one choice. No big deal. I only ever wound up plugging into the high gain input anyway. Now the big difference for me anyway is there's no more dip switches. It's all just these little buttons across here. You can push for your fat and your bright and that sort of thing. And you can program that in and save it. So that's really cool. Anyway, we're just going to go through the channels real quick here. Got the Strat out for the first couple channels. We'll do the blue and green first, the clean and the crunch, and then we'll heavy it up a little bit. That's real clean. What's new is we've got this width control. Hit this again and now, the most improved channel on this amp has got to be channel 2, the green channel. They've taken this from being slightly grimy into like Marshall mode, and it's super cool. And they've got boosters as well. Clicking on 2 and 3. That gets grimy as hell, and we got a bright switch. Now, I really like how this responds to the playing. It's all just very, very dynamic. Now, if we start kicking on the boost, make sure I don't hit the store button. And third stage here. That's it. Now, I've been a proud owner of the Mark 1 and Mark 2 120s for the last 5 years, and the one channel I don't use very often is channel 2, just because I don't find it works. But for this, for classic metal, this is going into, you know, Marshall territory, and I really like where this is going. So if I want to do some classic metal riffs, I might be reaching for this amp. Yeah, that's all kinds of fun. Anyway, let me switch up guitars and grab something a little bit heavier for the purple and the red channel. Okay, so we're now over on the fabled purple channel, and we got a couple of really neat features here that we haven't seen on a Revv amp before. First and foremost, we've got a... Now, I'm not a big metal reverb kind of guy, so yeah, let's keep that off. But the one thing I'm really impressed with is the brand new gate function. That's super awesome. And of course, like every Revv amp out there, you've got your different gain stages. Then you've got the bright, the cut, and the fat switch. All right, let's check out the red channel. The one thing I love about these amps is that they've got the two different voiced high gain channels. I've always called the purple channel the Euro trash channel, where the red channel I've always felt it's more of an American style. Yeah, I think that might just work. My only thing I'm not completely decided on yet is whether I leave the treble boost in or not. Bring that up a bit. All right, that's seriously cool. This calls for a 7-string. I'll be right back. Wow. Okay, that's just the red channel. I'm going to try this on the purple channel. Yeah, let's give this a shot, shall we? That is just absolutely glorious. Now, Derek from Revv was telling me that they actually tweaked the mid-range a little bit because a few people were saying that in the Mark II, the mids were a little bit on the honky side. And this, I might actually kick in the bright switch on just to give it a bit of clarity and maybe back that gain off just a little bit as well. Yeah, that gate's just amazing. That's just unreal, guys. Wow. Anyway, enough of my messing around. Let's check out that full mix with Eric Arco and Jackson Ward. Now, the insane thing is I haven't even touched on what's going on the back end of this amp because it's got a built-in torpedo. So we can record this amp silently and use a torpedo remote to load up custom IRs in software, or we can load them right in here and control the whole thing by Bluetooth. Oh yeah, and I mentioned it's even got a headphone out, so you can crank this thing up like you would a tube amp, get those power tubes saturating, and just run it off headphones and completely play it silently. I'm going to move over to the desktop here and just take you guys through that real quick. All right, so I've got the Revv up on the shelf. I got my GOC 7-string out, and we're running the 2 Notes torpedo remote software. We're recording completely silently here. If I turn my volume down, I'm not going to hear anything. This amp is absolutely cranked though, and it's just going straight through the load box out into the software here, and we're getting this. That's just super cool. That's just absolutely amazing. We're using the 2 Notes angle cab with the Nightfall and Ribbon 160. Now this software just has way too many functions to go over to do a video and keep you guys entertained. So let's just suffice it to say, yes, there is a crap ton of options here. You can go stereo. You can run all kinds of different microphones, all kinds of different cabinets. Just here's what I've got loaded up just right here. Let's just put it this way. There's a very long list of tone options. But the great thing is if you're in an apartment and you don't want to get evicted and you want to crank up your tube amp, this has got the solution built right in. So that's the Revv Generator 120 Mark III. They've come a very long way from the very first version of the Revv, which had the Comic Sans font and the awesome tone. And now they've just refined it. And the fact that they've got the built-in gate and the built-in torpedo, well, this is kind of, the studio's dream amp. If you're a home recording engineer, this is probably the one you're gonna want to get. All right, so that's the Generator 120 Mark III. You can find links for it in the description below. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.